Hello and welcome. This is the last one of 3 race series provided by Team Type 1. Great group of guys riding to raise awareness of Type 1 diabetes within community. Okay, let's look at the profile of this brutal race. So as you see right there in the middle is where it's all gonna play out. 6 laps, total of 52 kilometers, which is approximately 32 miles. Pretty long for ZWIFT, but this is how the road race is supposed to look like. As of any strategy for this one, it will be important to be at the front of the beginning of that little steep kicker. I guess the name of the game will be to control the group and sprint at the end. If any break will go, I think it will be at the latter part of the race, and of course, I will try to be in it. As for the teams we got, heavily represented Team BRT, followed by Team Kirchmeier Cycling, and of course the organizers, Team Type 1. As of our team, we only have me and Sebastian. Everyone else is doing that a day. Okay, so we got approximately 50 riders in a C category. This will be an amazing race. Hopefully legs will show up. I will see you at the start line. Oh, and of course the standings for overall. We will defend the podium. We have guys from BRT that are on 2nd and 4th position. With them being the biggest team and this race being so long, this will be really interesting. From what I spoke with Sebastian, he's a little ill, so this is why we will play defense. Guys, this will be crazy. Let's go! Wow, where to begin? Okay, let's just skip the start as we all know how it is on ZWIFT. Let's just get to the most part of the race. The almighty leg snapper. Okay, we hit it for the first time. And I look up the road. That little hill, air quotes, is long. Group stretches out. My heart rate spikes. There are small gaps all over. Now, time to descend and get to the front group. I really don't want this race to be over so quickly. So we have to close the gaps before we hit the snapper again. I need some time to recover. My thoughts are that there is no way I can do this for 5 more times. I get to the front group after really hard start of this race. Second time up the leg snapper. Big power, I'm drifting towards the back. I get over the hill in the middle of the group. Now again descent and chase. How long will it last until I catch them so I can recover? I have Sebastian on my wheel, so it's important that I will close the gap. Gap closed fairly quickly this time. Okay, now time to recover. Leg snapper part 3. Group does not stretch as much, but I'm in the back. Very dangerous. I get over in the middle with my teammate. Chase again. Gaps all over. I put a dig, and it would be fairly easy to get to them, but Sebastian signals that this is a good group, so I back off. We were right there, but I wanted to help my teammate, and I let the gap get bigger and bigger and bigger. Lap 4. As we approach the monster, front group has a gap of 23 seconds. As we climb, I feel good. I figure out that this is just pure power climb, no surges, and I go over the top with Sebastian right on my wheel. Not chasing this time means only one thing: I can recover more. Okay, lap 5 was basically the same. So let's look at what happened at the last lap. We hit the climb. Oh, one thing. Sebastian told me that Christy from BRT is 4th and has only 2 seconds on him. So I pointed him to sit on his wheel. Okay, let's get back. This is the fight for top 10. I would die before I let them go. I powered through the climb, not falling back too much. I get over the climb, close the front. Chase is on. But wait. Where is Sebastian? I see Christy, but I also see Sebastian 5 seconds back. So now it's time to decide. Drop back and try to bring him back, or fight for the 10th. But I see that his power is low. I signal him that they are playing games already. He needs to put down the hammer. But his power is very low. He tells me he is cooked and done. We lose the podium right at the end of the race. So it's time for me to sprint. We got 10 guys in the sprint group. Bad thing is, I didn't recon the start-finish because I was concentrated on the leg snapper more. My heart rate is low. I'm confident that I can grab that 10th place. Sprint is on, and we go. I went very hard early and I get a decent gap. But I thought this was the finish and I eased off just to see M. White pass right next to me. I finished 11th, we lost the podium. So with the sprint, I know I should have just keep the power high and not sprint so hard right at the beginning. Or maybe I just didn't have it. One big thing, right at the beginning of the race, there was Mr. Chapa. He's an A racer. He pushed up the climbs and he absolutely destroyed the race. This is why I'm advocating for ZWIFT rules to be just like rules in real life. Great race. Next week I have a real world race that I will post on this channel. Hopefully hard winter training will pay off, but to find out you will have to watch. Peace out.